Hi, I'm Terrinique Pennerman, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Kurlee Belle and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Welcome to today's episode of the Terrinique Show. I am so happy that you guys have decided to join us for yet another episode. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. We are the Terrinique Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The Terrinique Show everywhere. In today's episode, we are going to discuss 10 signs that your hair is healthy. So, number 1. Your hair is healthy if it holds moisture. We know that hair porosity has a lot to do with the health of our hair. So if your hair is low porosity, medium porosity, or high porosity, that tells you if your hair is healthy. So that is the number one indicator of whether or not your hair is healthy. Does it hold moisture? With low porosity hair, there is a film or something over the hair that is stopping it from receiving moisture. So moisture is really hard to get into low porosity hair. And a quick test on how you know if you have low porosity hair is when you get in the shower or you wet your hair, you'll see that it takes a long time to feel wet. So you'll have to be underneath the shower head for a while to really feel the water soak into your strands. That means that you have low porosity hair, or there is a barrier between your hair strand and the cuticle, stopping it from receiving moisture or absorbing moisture as it should. If you have medium porosity, which is the telltale sign that your hair is healthy, water can come into the hair strand, but it does not escape the hair strand easily. So if you are in the shower and your hair absorbs water quickly, but you notice that it takes a long time to dry, then that means that you have medium porosity hair and your hair is healthy. If you have high porosity hair and you're in the shower, water will come into the hair, be absorbed into the hair really quickly, but your hair will dry really fast. So the water is coming in, being absorbed quickly, and it's also being released. That is high porosity hair. So the number one indicator that your hair is healthy is your hair holds moisture. Number 2, your hair shrinks when wet. So if you have naturally curly hair, this is for people who have curly, coily, kinky, wavy hair. You know, if your hair is wet, it will shrink. If it's humid outside, your hair starts to shrink. That's also an indicator that your hair is healthy. So I know that a lot of women in the natural hair community, they don't like shrinkage. They're like, shrinkage is real because your hair will, if it's straightened, it will be long. So it could come down to your collarbone or wherever. But when your hair is in its curly state, it looks really short. That is actually a sign of healthy hair. So if your hair is dry or damaged, it will not shrink or curl up. The hairs will be, some areas will be straight and some areas will be curly. So that's a sign of unhealthy hair. Number 3, you would find if your hair is healthy that you have fewer split ends. So what split ends essentially are is one hair strand splits into 2, right? And this is caused because the hair is dry and brittle. And split ends happen at the end of the hair, which is the oldest part of the hair, and is more susceptible to dryness, breakage, and damage. So what you want to do to protect your ends at night is before you go to bed, you want to spray your hair lightly with water to get the moisture in, and then you want to seal your ends with a nice oil blend. So anything that has castor oil in it, I would recommend something like that will make the hair more supple and also seal the ends. Number 4, your hair is healthy if it detangles easily. So if you are, during wash day, you go to wash your hair, you put in your shampoo or you put in your conditioner, and you are trying to detangle your hair, and you find that there are not a lot of single strand knots, matting, or tangles, and your detangling brush can really glide through the hair easily after you've applied your conditioner, then that is a telltale sign that your hair is healthy. Number 5, you'll have fewer scalp issues. So what scalp issues look like is dandruff, itchiness, irritation, and redness. If you have a healthy scalp, you will have healthy hair. Really, the scalp is the foundation of a healthy head of hair, because what happens with the scalp is hair grows directly from the scalp, as we know. So if your scalp is healthy, it will produce healthy hair strands. So you want to maintain a healthy scalp by doing regular shampoo, so cleaning your scalp, using a serum, like a scalp serum on your hair, on your scalp, if you have dandruff, redness, or irritation, just keeping the scalp clean and treating it. If you see areas that are red or inflamed, keeping that area clean, not putting petroleum on it or greasing the scalp with anything that will coat the scalp and not allow the scalp to breathe. So keeping the scalp clean is one of the best things you can do to maintain healthy hair and healthy scalp. Number 6, if you see that you have minimum breakage or shed hairs, then you know that you have a healthy head of hair. We normally should shed about 100 hairs a day, but if you are seeing like an increase of hair sheds on your bathroom floor or wherever you do your hair, or your brush or your comb is having more hair than normal, or when you're detangling your hair during wash day, the amount of hair in the brush just seems to become more and more, then you know you're dealing with a problem. Hair shedding can be caused by postpartum. So if you just had a baby, that's normal. You will have postpartum hair loss. If you are under a lot of stress, that is also a reason why you may have increased, hair shedding. Or if you're taking certain medications, it will say that these medications cause hair loss. You could do a simple Google search of whatever medication you're on. So if you see that you're having more shed hairs than normal, then it's most likely that your hair is not healthy and it's due to some underlying cause or condition. Number 7, if your hair is healthy, it will have lots of shine and luster. You'll just be able to tell by looking at your hair. It won't look dry or dull, but it will be shiny and lustrous. Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Basically, curly hair tends to look more dry, so be on the more dry side. But if your hair is healthy, that means you are conditioning it all the time, you are sealing it with your oil blend, and your hair is shiny. It holds the shine, it holds the luster, and it just looks good. Number 8, your hair feels good or feels smooth. A telltale sign that your hair is unhealthy when you touch your hair and you can hear it crunch and it feels rough and dry. That's a telltale sign. But if your hair is healthy, it feels good, it feels smooth, you don't hear a lot of crunching when you touch your hair, and it just feels good. You'll know the difference between hair that is healthy and hair that is unhealthy when you touch it. Number 9, your hair is manageable. What that means is your hair is, elastic, it's very manageable. You can mold it and shape it. When you're putting it in a ponytail, it's easy to do that. Or when you're doing your 2-strand twist, it's easy to twist the hair or braid the hair. And the hair really holds form, meaning that, you don't have parts of the hair that's straight and that's curly, but the hair is uniform and it's just more manageable to style and just to take care of. And our number 10 sign that your hair is healthy, after you've gone through all all 9 of the signs is you are retaining length. So your hair is retaining length. You find that month to month, it is getting longer and it's not still looking short. Of course, if you have curly hair, your hair does shrink. So your hair may be growing and it still doesn't look like it's growing because it's shrunken. Especially those with type 4 hair, your hair can grow and it'll look like it isn't growing. But when you stretch the curls out, you'll be able to tell that, hey, my hair is growing. So I hope that these signs were helpful to you in identifying if your hair is healthy or if it is not. I'll go over them again. 10 signs that your hair is healthy. Number 1, your hair holds moisture. Number 2, your hair shrinks when wet. Number 3, your hair has fewer split ends. Number 4, your hair detangles easily. Number 5, you have fewer scalp issues. Number 6, minimum breakage or shed hairs. Number 7, shine and luster. Your hair is shiny and it just has a luster to it. It looks luscious. Number 8, your hair feels good or smooth. Number 9, your hair is manageable. And finally, number 10, you are retaining length. Your hair is retaining length. If any of these tips were helpful to you, please like, follow, and subscribe. We are The Terrinique Show on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. The Terrinique Show everywhere. Please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. And I hope that you have a great day.